Hello, lovely children and their parents, and welcome back to my channel. Money was a short girl, and she was teased for her being short, 10 years of age, but very inquisitive about each and everything. She was so curious to know about each and everything which was going around her, and she used to want to know about the things in detail. And then you know what she used to do? She just used to make one story in her mind and then be happy and had lots and lots of thoughts about every single thing she used to see and notice around her. She did not have much friends. Hey children, I hope you have lots and lots of lovely friends around you. Actually, you should have real friends always, not just glued on the tab or the TV or the laptop or your phones, because if you have many number of friends in your social media, that's not going to fetch you anything. What is going to fetch you is your real friends. So have good friends around you so that you can enjoy your life. You can speak to them whenever you feel like. Well, coming back to the story, as I told you, money was very inquisitive for everything. And her favorite pastime was, do you know what? She used to just stand in front of her window or maybe sit down in front of a window of her house which faced the road. Everybody has a lot of pastimes like this. Like for me also, I just love sitting in the balcony, and when I sit in the balcony I really get lots and lots of good ideas which I bring along with you for in the form of the stories for you little children. Well, children, you also would have some pastimes, like, of course, not those just getting glued onto your tabs or your laptops or any gadget for that matter. But your favorite pastime can be sitting in the lawn or maybe just going on a terrace, going on a walk, anything. It can be anything. For everybody, it is different because every individual is different. So her pastime was this. She used to just stand in front of the balcony. She used to watch the people going to and fro and the different vehicles, how everybody is behaving on the road. And the best part was there was a bus bay near her house where she used to just see that the bus used to come and halt, and there were a lot of passengers who used to unboard the bus, how they used to react, how the conductor used to ask them to board the or unboard the bus, buy the tickets, which is very essential. And this was her favorite pastime, and watching the bus passengers was very attractive for her. I don't know why, but I think in the later part of the story we will come to know as like why. Well, she had, of course, a lot of thoughts like how so many people go from one place to another place, what do they do, and so many thoughts. The little girl with a little mind, but a sharp mind and very inquisitive and curious mind. So she just used to see this people going. One day, just by seeing this, you know what she thought of? You cannot even imagine just a 10-year-old girl thinking like this. So she thought that she also wanted to ride the bus all alone. My God, a 10-year girl, I cannot even imagine a 10-year child going alone in the bus. That to a public transport bus, not your school buses. School buses are of course safe because it's your school bus. You will board and unboard that bus. But a public transport bus, no ways. Well, she wanted to ride the bus all alone to and fro, as in like from her village to the last destination and from the last destination to back. Yes, you heard it right. So then she started making up a story in her mind. It's like, how can that be possible? She started calculating as to how much money would she require. Of course, that's the most essential thing, because she'll have to pay the conductor. She just cannot tell the conductor to give her a free ride, right? And nobody should, because that is their earning. Well, so her money was calculated in her mind, which she would require approximately 40 rupees, 20 rupees being one-way fare from her village to the last destination. And then she started calculating the time also. which would be somewhere around an hour and a half from her home to the last destination and back. She thought the best time would be in the afternoon when her mother just sleeps off, like from 1 to 4 o'clock, which would be the perfect time for her to go and come back. So what was the next what she started doing? Saving money. Of course, 40 rupees was a big money for her. She started saving money for herself, and finally the day came when she had 40 rupees with her, and she had to be like ready for to live her dream. And that day was there when she was ready to ride the bus and live her dream. That day she got ready, her mother went off to sleep, and she locked the door and she went out and went near the bus bay. As soon as the bus started, but she had not reached the place, she started shouting from the back and stopping the bus. The conductor saw her and he told her, "Call the person who wants to board the bus fast." To which she said, "I am the one who's going to board the bus." To which the conductor laughed. Well, she said, "I have full money to pay and I will board the bus." Without listening and just ignoring was the conductor's laugh, she just hopped into the bus. Then the conductor again said, okay, she bought the ticket, and he said, "You can take the seat." She said, "If I want to sit, I will sit. You don't have to guide me." Little girl instructing the conductor. She just stood near the door because she wanted to enjoy. But that's actually not right, because it's very, very dangerous standing near the door, especially when the door opens. There was another elderly auntie who was sitting next to her, who was sitting on one of the seats. She also told the little girl, Mani, that don't stand here, because if the bus takes a sudden jerk, you might fall. But she did not listen to anybody. Well, she was enjoying, and then on the next stop, she saw that there were a lot of passengers. Then she again got this thought in her mind that in case if all the seats are full, where is she going to sit, and she'll have to stand on the whole journey. Well, she simply grabbed the seat and she sat and started enjoying the scenic beauty, the trees, the roads, the other vehicles moving around, and also the passengers who were sitting in the bus gossiping amongst themselves. Some people just sitting quietly and watching outside, some people sleeping and their heads banging on the sides of the bus. Well, she was seeing all these things, and she was literally enjoying all these things. And finally the final destination came. All the people unboarded the bus, but she didn't. Then the conductor told her, "Well, the last stop is here. You can unboard the bus." To which she said, "I am not unboarding the bus because I am going to go back in the same bus." To which the conductor again laughed. Well, she ignored it again. And then after 10 minutes, the return journey started. On the return journey also, she enjoyed each and every moment on the bus, because she was living her own dream. And then after some time, she reached her house and she unboarded the bus and went off to her house. She saw that her mother was still sleeping, and she was happy. That day she was the happiest, I guess. In the evening, her aunt came to meet her mother, and both her mother and her aunt was gossiping amongst themselves so much, and she was just remembering the what she had seen in the bus, how there were a lot of passengers who were gossiping, and she was just getting reminded of this. But she did not want to tell anybody because that she lived her dream, because she would get a scolding from her mom as like why she went all alone. Well, children, that is indeed dangerous. Mani was living in a small town where in that area everybody knew her. The conductor also knew, some passengers also knew her, even the driver also knew her. So it was pretty safe for her. Although they did not disclose that they knew her, but everybody knew that she stayed nearby. So that was safe for her. But you should never, ever, ever try like this, going alone and on any public transport. You should always go with your parents or under the guidance of your parents. Well, children, I hope you liked the story, and I am sure that you're going to share my video with your friends and family. Do subscribe to my channel for all the new notifications which comes for with a new story. So please subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos with your friends and family. Happy writing. Thank you.